Welcome, Aries. This is Solomon, of course. This is going to be your weekly love reading for April 23rd to the 29th of 2018. So I'm going to do a 10-card Celtic cross spread. All right. And I'll describe what I'm pulling and looking into as I go through the energies with y'all. So we're going to see what's going on with your love life. All right. So 10-card Celtic cross spread. I already shuffled off camera. And what I want to do as well before I do that, I'll do that in a second. December 23rd to the 29th, 2018 in love. Okay. Okay. Now, I want to pull out some cards for you really quickly. Now, these are my cards I have on the side. I'm not going to show you what they are, but these are going to be themes that you might be experiencing. I'm going to do 3. Whoa, already got okay. So I feel that many of you are potentially waiting for something to happen for someone. Some of you may feel like you are doing something for someone out of pity or guilt. Some of you may also be on the defense about some kind of drama. If you're feeling hurt, if you feel like someone is either looking for revenge or trying to get you back from something that has happened, something that they have done or you have done, I feel like there's some issues. Some of you are burdened by a lot of stress, a lot of maybe a lot of hard work, but in a relationship, a lot of times it's where you're doing a whole lot and you might not be getting back what you feel you deserve for some of you out there. So I feel like some of you may be going through a waiting game for some, but we'll see. That maybe a few that maybe relate this week for some of you out there. So the overall energy, the theme, is the Queen of Cups. So this is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. I feel now as I go through this, I won't describe what every card might be, but this is where a lot of you are intuitively aware of some kind of love. Like you have love for someone else, they might have love for you, and I feel like you are cautious about it. You're trying to figure out whether or not you trust this person, whether or not it's the right time to act or whatever it might be. But some of you may be holding on to some love, or you might be feeling it. All right, pay attention to your dreams, I feel, for a lot of you out there, because it could reveal some things. And I feel the obstacles here is now this is crossing you. It could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and I feel like this is where some of you, for instance, you may be dealing with someone who you might not really trust. You might feel like they're a one-night stand. You might feel like they're kind of in and out, or whether or not, if you give them a chance, if they're going to stay. You might not feel like that's something that you want to risk. You don't want to open up to that person just yet, because you might feel like you'll be disappointed in some way, or vice versa. You know, if you feel like you're going to disappoint someone else, maybe you feel like you want to be distant from them. So there could be two people that you might be dealing with for some of you out there. This could be like a back and forth kind of thing, traveling to see this person every now and then, I feel, for some. And as we did speak about the waiting game, for a lot of you, you are resting though, and you're needing to contemplate this emotion that you might have, the action that you want to take, you know, whether or not to take this seriously, you know, the right time to make a move. So a lot of you are resting this week, as we did speak about. So for the recent past, maybe last week, a lot of you were potentially defending your stance, defending yourself, defending whether or not you trust someone, whether or not they trust you, and trying to, sometimes these are like accusations of somebody being accused, and you are, or were, kind of letting them know that you weren't trying to hear it, vice versa, something like that was going on. So you were pretty much standing your ground, or your beliefs, or something like that. And I feel like you will be going through some learning, some lessons, you know, trying to take care of yourself, responsibilities. It could be another person that you are around. It could be 3 different people that you might be involved with, but this is your own energy. You have the Emperor right here. It could be another person, or you just going to work, trying to do certain things, trying to make sure that your priorities are taken care of. But growth is there, determination, right? A lot of you are having issues with moving on from a negative thought pattern a negative way of thinking about yourself, your situation, whether or not it's tension that you can't get away from, whether or not it's something that potentially bothers you when it comes to how you approach relationships. It could be a marriage or anything like that, where some of you are not able to move on from it or move into something new because of you have to use your caution for a lot of you out there. So there's something like some of you are stuck in your head about something or someone. All right. Now, first of all, that's what the other person that you might be dealing with. That's what they are bringing towards you, right? They're bringing that energy towards you. So, if you're dealing with someone and you separated from them and you told them to move on, they may be having issues with moving on, or issues with something that happened in the past with you two, and that's the reason why maybe last week some of you were defending what you've done, or vice versa, what they've done in some way. So they're in their mind, I feel that's the energy from the person that you are potentially dealing with. If you're dealing with anyone, usually these readings are if you're dealing with someone at least, or you're with a romantic partner. Okay. So that person is in their head, or they're still not able to move on from you. All right, for some. Now, your response to that person is a lot of you are looking for some peace of mind, dealing with yourself. Sometimes this could be a move for some of you out there, but focusing on being single, your independence, self-reliance right now. You may be just be needing some space from your partner, or some of you might be just single and looking to hook up with another person, but because you're single, some of you out there, you may be just cautious about opening up to someone because you don't want to get hurt. That's that energy for some of you out there. All right. Now, how is that person going to, respond to that energy? They don't like it. They don't like it too much. They don't want that particular kind of change. Some of you maybe, say for instance, if you want to be with a romantic partner and they say that they're forcing you to kind of, do your own thing right now because they're not ready. You're not liking it, and they're sticking with what they want. Like, they don't want that change. They don't want to commit. For some of you in that situation. For others of you, they don't like the fact that you want to be single, and they're not liking that process. Whoever it might be, they want to be with you, but you don't want to be with that particular person. So that's some of what's going on here in your situation for some. I believe this is your advice, I feel. So this is a person. It could be an earth sign for anyone. They're not happy. They may not like how you've been treating them. Vice versa, you could have been doing this with another person. It depends on who this might be. It could be anyone, but there may be financial reasons. Someone using someone else for financial resources. That could be an issue on either side of the situation. That could be also something that is an issue with you moving forward into a stable relationship because of financial concerns, or just that security not being built or not being focused on, not speaking to your romantic partner about it, some issues like that. But if this is an external person to you, they're not happy and you're not liking that too much. So that could be an issue. And then the outcome is the world in reverse. And I feel like this is potentially because we have 4 people showing up, right? So there could be definitely a marriage in this case with these people. Now, the world in reverse, I feel that some of you maybe still be going through an issue where the door's not completely shut with an issue that you dealt with from the past. You're trying to move on from it. Maybe you did bring it out into the open, or vice versa, something that happened like that, but someone is not willing to let go or move on because either they're still on your mind, or you're still on their mind. Something like that is happening. So I feel like a lot of you are needing to be a bit cautious this week. Okay, taking a break, trying to go through the lessons that you've learned with a certain person. We did mention a waiting game in the beginning, so let's see. Energies for Aries and love, romance angels for April 23rd to the 29th of 2018. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yep. Let's see. Energies for Aries and love for April 23rd to the 29th of 2018. Passion. It says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and I feel like some of these combinations here says you have a lot of your drive to be with somebody, to be physically with them, to be intimate, to be in a love life situation. But a lot of you may be holding yourself back for different reasons. Conflict, um, conflict of interests, beliefs, whatever it might be, dealing with a marriage or your romantic partner. Financial issues could be some of the concern as well. But I feel here that a lot of you are excited about something, but you're still taking a rest to reflect on what needs to be done in the right way first. So that's going to be a reading. I do hope that the messages did help you out. All right, make sure that if you would like to, you can always go to the website, psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something for your energy, as these are general. All right, have a good one.